that if I want to. Ooh, I think it's working. This is like 3 weeks in a row.
Not too bad.
Seriously. Go here. Go here.
Make sure your sound's down.
No, I'm gonna make sure my sound is up so I can.
Yes. Your sound's down.
Don't know what that weird background noise was.
That was because your sound was up and it was echoing in there. That's that, like when you put microphones together
Gotcha,
and stuff.
the feedback stuff.
Yes.
Well, I could leave my phone here in the middle just in case your phone dies.
Yeah, it might.
Hello. So we made it.
Yeah.
We are home, obviously, and we are actually I moved the green screen as we went with us, and
yeah,
the stage background and all that kind of good stuff. But no, we are back home from the Homesteaders United Jamboree, and
you do have that sitting right
there. And you had that right there.
Yes. And I'm wearing the shirt.
And what an event it was.
Mm-hmm.
We got there Wednesday at the appointed time.
Mm-hmm.
Not when we wanted to be there, but when we were supposed to be there. Because we got out about 2 hours later than we planned.
We were shooting for 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And we actually got out the door at 10 o'clock to put the sheep in the trailer, and we did that all backwards.
Yeah. So that means we hit the blacktop at 12 o'clock.
The sheep had their own ideas. But we have video. We do.
Not a lot.
We don't have, we have some, but there's also other video that we can share that other people had, like Austin.
No, the loading video.
What the loading. Okay, the loading video. Okay.
No, the loading video was it. We did not.
There's actually
if they saved on my phone correctly. Okay. We'll have some of the security camera footage, but the actual trying to load did not go as hoped. But we learned a lot of things we should have done different. I should have done different. So it was a lesson learned.
It was.
But bottom line is everybody got in
mm-hmm.
that we needed them to get in. Nobody got out. Nobody got hurt. So,
mm-hmm.
And I truly believe that if we were meant to leave earlier, it would have went differently.
Mm-hmm.
It would have went better. If we were meant to leave later, it would have went a lot worse. So it went the way it went, and we left when we left, and we got there when we were supposed to. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got there, pulled into where we were staying, and got the sheep right out.
Mm-hmm.
We set up a paddock.
They adapted really well.
Mm-hmm.
No problems.
We did set up. Okay, this one we did do right. So we set up a lane from the back of the trailer into the paddock because it just wasn't out into the paddock. So we had to come out and kind of go down a little bit to where the paddock was. So
there is video of that
mm-hmm.
that Mike has.
So we set up a lane for them to go in, and they didn't want to jump out, so Amy kind of had to help them out. But they went out, they went in, and they settled right in. I got to say, I couldn't be prouder of the way the babies were this
mm-hmm.
weekend. So we got there, and we slept in a bell tent all week. A couple nights.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a great experience.
Wednesday through Saturday.
Yes. So just staying focused on the babies. So then Friday morning, we had to move the babies from the paddock they were in and take the ones for the harvest down to where the harvest was going to be done. And, I knew there was going to be some issues, but I figured it would go okay because we open field walk everybody. So Amy and Lacey grabbed the two that weren't moving and that was a mistake. We should have probably just moved everybody. But
I don't feel like it was a mistake.
I do for two reasons. One, because it stirred up the animals, and two, because the last sheep in the pen was kind of freaking out a little bit when at the harvest, where if the other two were there, it would have been a little bit calmer for the last one.
Okay.
But anyways, so we ended up having to kind of chase them out of the paddock a little bit, and the one I knew was going to kind of be a little scattered because that's what he always does. I always did. But I knew if I could maintain the focus of the other two, that he'd come and follow in suit with the rest. And that's what happened. I got the attention of the two, and then the third one came over and walked them down to the holding pen, and they went right in.
Yep.
So that went really well.
It did.
But
the harvest went amazing.
The harvest was the most amazing harvest I think we were ever at. It was very calm. It was so calm that when the rams, all three of them, when they were laying down with their head on the ground, they were trying to eat.
Graze.
They were trying to
They
graze.
were grazing.
Yeah. So they were grazing while they were laying down. They were
that much at peace.
It was a very beautiful, peaceful, and spiritual
Very
event.
spiritual.
The people that held the harvesting class, it wasn't us. Great people. Hopefully becoming friends. So, and I couldn't be happier with the way things went.
It went very well.
Yeah. Then we got back about 8 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
Unloaded the truck in the trailer and had 2 weird incidents overnight with the pond posse.
Yeah. They might not know what the pond posse is. There's some ducks and some chickens down.
Well, if they watch our videos, they know what the pond posse is.
Maybe. So there's 3 hens, a rooster, and 3 ducks down the hill in a pen. I woke up at like 4 o'clock and I heard what I thought was like a cat in distress, or maybe I wasn't sure. So we get up, we go out, and there's a hen outside the fence making that noise. I was like, I didn't know hens could sound like cats.
It was like,
but it was like it was in distress though. We didn't know what was going on.
It was almost like a baby's cry.
Yeah.
Because it was very, it was very rhythmic.
Very rhythmic.
Yeah. And so we went down there at 4:30 in the morning.
She went right back in, came back up, and then 45 minutes later, heard it again. Went back down, saw nothing, but then Ken went to take care of with that group with the chores this morning, and one of the hens was gone. So, we got a predator issue of some sort.
Yes.
Not sure what.
Nope.
But we're double checking all the fences, making sure they're all really hot tonight, and going from there.
May just move the chickens out of there.
Yeah. Well, we've lost a lot of ducks down there too.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, Bethany, we do have some footage, and not the next video that comes up, but probably later, a video, because it's going to take a minute to edit all that.
And we have access to some other video that some more professionals did, so we might be able to borrow some of that and credit them and share a little bit more of what it was.
Yep.
Because we definitely want folks to see some of what we did.
Yeah.
It was a really great event for everybody who was there.
Yep. And the class we taught, I think, went really well.
Q&A all about sheep. And we shared what we did with them, how we raise them, milk, the stuff I make with the milk, yogurt, kefir, ice cream. The ice cream was a big hit.
Yes.
Big hit.
But also how we move them, how we care for them. I mean, very basic, not very into detail, but an overall scope of how things go with the sheep. And I think it went well enough where, we were talking about culling one or two of the ewes.
Because we were thinking our flock was getting too big, but now there's people like, hey, we might be interested in a baby next year, a couple of babies starting to flock. It's like, well.
So instead of decreasing, we're going to increase.
But that's the way God's leading us on that.
Yes. We had homecoming today at our church, so it was busy. So the Sunday morning sprint was, of course, very intense. Had to get stuff done, and because things were running so late yesterday, our prep work on Saturday never happened. So it was like even a little bit farther behind with everything.
But our Saturday was amazing because a lot of the folks that do the same type of homesteading we do are Sabbath keepers. So we had a Bible study at sundown on Friday night, and then we had services on Sunday morning and
Saturday morning.
That's what I meant. Saturday morning. But yeah, it was very good. Yeah. Very faith-based.
Yes.
I mean, you don't have to be a Christian or faith-based to go to these events, but that's what a lot of this group is about.
A lot of this group is very much in line with us in our ministry. Faith, family, food, fundamental living. And it's really great to be part of it.
And they're raising their kids this way. Yeah. It's really neat to see kids being raised so close to, their families and their food, and like in smaller spaces, not, have to do this, to do this, go in there. And it's a much simpler way of living.
Yeah, everybody doesn't get
simpler, not hard, but it's difficult.
Yes.
It's just a different kind of difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
But definitely more fulfilling.
We kicked the meat birds out today. So the porch meat birds are now outside, getting ready to start their final walk down the Green Mile.
Yep. No, we are done with the babies on the porch for right now. I still have the 3 kitties out there. Yep. 2 are still kind of mean. One, every time I pick him up, he hisses and growls, but he's just, I don't know.
They're kittens.
Yes, I know. But I'm still trying to make them nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know exactly what situation they came from.
No idea. And we moved the ewes today because, we had them in the spot, and instead of moving everybody tomorrow, we did take the time and move the ewes today. And where I put the paddock, we found something pretty interesting. And that was sheep planted.
So these are squashes that we gave. Well, last year we gave squash to the sheep, and these were volunteers that grew in the yard. Didn't water them, didn't do anything to them, and it's like the best thing. All the volunteers are doing great. Anything I've done intentional has not
so well.
No.
But we do have tomatoes.
We do have a few tomatoes and stuff, but yeah, I just love seeing it when God makes things happen.
Exactly.
Because you can just put that right into a parallel. It's like you can't force something to happen if it ain't God's will.
Nope. Definitely can't.
Yep.
But I think that's all the farm news.
I think so.
She'll never see this, but I do want to thank Ashlyn for being here while we were gone. Because if she wasn't here, we couldn't have made the trip happen. So, thank you, Ash.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Yes.
Very good job.
And it was by herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
a good kiddo. She had the laundry done, dishes done, house clean.
And even sent us on the road with angel food cake that she baked.
Yeah. Yep.
Because Amy made ice cream for the event. So she used the egg yolks for that.
Yeah.
And then Ashlyn used the egg whites for the angel food cake.
Yeah.
And it was a new yum.
It's very good.
And I heard of another thing we can make with the whites, but we'll talk about that offline.
Okay.
So we are picking up in John still. And I may cough a little bit. My allergies are kind of flared up.
Oh, that's because you've been outside for days on end.
Days on end, yes. And we did start 16, and because we had to finish that process. So we're going to be picking up with I believe that's verse 5.
Yeah.
And depending on how this goes, we're going to go all the way to the end. And I'm not going to be using these glasses today.
Oh no, I didn't know they broke.
I guess they finally had it. Oh, the piece isn't even in there.
We may end up doing this in 2 sections because this is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's plan on doing this in 2: 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 so long. 20.
I mean, it's.
Let's just get reading.
All right, so we're going to pick up in John 16, verse 5. Before we do, so one thing that, one of the conversations we had with the people that did the processing is during Sabbath, they get together, in people's houses and study the word, which I thought was really cool. So I don't know if they follow a calendar. I think for some things they do, but others they, just dive into the word and do deep dives, based on the Hebrew and the Greek, and what was the translation then. I don't know. Just want to throw that out there. It was a great conversation.
It was a very good conversation. I want to keep it going.
Yes.
Definitely.
16, verse 5.
Now I am going to him who sent me, yet none of you asks me, where are you going? Because I have said these things, you are filled with grief. But I tell you the truth, it is for your good that I am going away. Unless I go away, the counselor will not come to you. But if I go, I will send him to you. When he comes, he will convict the world of guilt in regard to sin and righteousness and judgment. In regard to sin, because men do not believe in me. In regard to righteousness, because I am going to the Father, where you can see me no longer. And in regard to judgment, because the prince of this world now stands condemned. I have much more to say to you, more than you can now bear. But when he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he will guide you into all truth. He will not speak on his own. He will speak only what he hears, and he will tell you what is yet to come. He will bring glory to me by taking from what is mine and making it known to you. All that belongs to the Father is mine. That is why I said the Spirit will take from what is mine and make it known to you. In a little while you will see me no more, and then after a little while you will see me.
Some of the disciples said to one another, "What does he mean by saying, 'In a little while you will see me no more, and then after a little while you will see me'? And because I am going to the Father," they kept asking, "What does he mean by a little while?" Soon. Soon. We don't understand what he is saying. Jesus saw that they wanted to ask him about this. So he said to them, "Are you asking one another what I meant when I said, 'In a little while you will see me no more, and then a little while you will see me'? I tell you the truth, you will weep and mourn while the world rejoices. You will grieve, but your grief will turn to joy. A woman giving birth to a child has pain because her time has come. But when her baby is born, she forgets the anguish because of her joy that a child is born into this world. So with you, now is your time of grief. But I will see you again, and you will rejoice, and no one will take away your joy. In that day you will no longer ask me anything. I tell you the truth. My Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. Until now, you have not asked for anything in my name, and you will ask and you will receive, and your joy will be complete. Though I have been speaking figuratively, a time is coming when I will no longer use this kind of language, but will tell you plainly about my Father. In that day you will ask in my name. I am not saying that I will ask the Father on your behalf. No, the Father himself loves you because you have loved me and have believed that I came from God. I come from the Father and entered the world. Now I am leaving the world and going back to the Father. Then Jesus' disciples said, Now you are speaking clearly and without figures of speech. Now we can see that you know all things and that you do not even need to have anyone ask you questions. This makes us believe that you came from God. You believe at last? Jesus answered. But a time is coming and has come when you will be scattered, each to his own home. You will leave me all alone. Yet I am not alone, for my Father is with me. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world.
After Jesus said this, he looked towards heaven and prayed, Father, the time has come. Glorify your Son, that your Son may glorify you. For you granted him authority over all people, that he might give eternal life to those who have given him. Now this is eternal life, that they may know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. I have brought you glory on earth by completing the work you gave me to do. And now, Father, glorify me in your presence with the glory I had with you before the world began.
I have received you to those whom you gave me out of the world. They were They were yours. You gave them to me, and they have obeyed your word. Now they know that everything you have given me comes from you. For I gave them the words you gave me, and they accepted them. They knew with certainty that I came from you, and they believed that you sent me. I pray for them. I am not praying for the world, but for those you have given me, for they are yours. All I have is yours, and all you have is mine, and glory has come to me through them. I will remain in the world no longer, but they are still in the world, and I am coming to you, Holy Father. Protect them by the power of your name, the name you gave me, so that they may be one as we are one. While I was with them, I protected them and kept them safe by that name you gave me. None has been lost except the one doomed to destruction, so that Scripture would be fulfilled. I am coming to you now, but I say these things while I am still in the world, so that they may have the full measure of my joy within them. I have given them your word, and the world has hated them, for they are not of the world any more than I am of the world. My prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one. They are not of the world, even as I am not of it. Sanctify them by truth. Your word is truth. As you sent me into the world, I have sent them into the world. For them I sanctify myself, that they too may be truly sanctified.
My prayer is not for them alone. I pray also for those who will believe in me through their message, that all of them may be one. Father, Just as you are in me and I am in you, may they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me. I have given them the glory that you gave me, that they may be one as we are one. I in them and you in me. May they be brought to complete unity, to let the world know that you sent me and I have loved them even as you have loved me. Father, I want those who have given me to be with me where I am and to see my glory, the glory you have given me because you loved me before the creation of the world. Righteous Father, though the world does not know you, I know you, and they know that you have sent me. I have made known to them and will continue to make you known, in order that the love that you have for me may be in them, and I myself may be in them.
When he had finished praying, Jesus left with his disciples and crossed to the Kidron Valley. Sorry, dog's barking. To the Kidron Valley. On the other side, there was an olive grove, and he and his disciples went into it. Now Judas, who betrayed him, knew the place, because Jesus had often met there with his disciples. So Judas came to the grove, guiding a detachment of soldiers and some officials from the chief priests and Pharisees. They were carrying torches, lanterns, and weapons. Jesus, knowing all that was going to happen to him, went out and asked them, "Who is it you want?" "Jesus of Nazareth," they replied. "I am he," said Jesus. And Judas, the traitor, was standing there with them. When Jesus said, "I am he," they drew back and fell to the ground. Again he asked, "Who is it you want?" And they said, "Jesus of Nazareth." "I told you that I am he," Jesus answered. "If you are looking for me, then let these men go." This happened so that the words he had spoken would be fulfilled. "I have not lost one of those you gave me." Then Simon Peter, who had a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's servant, cutting off his right ear. The servant's name was Malchus. Jesus commanded Peter, "Put your sword away. Shall I not drink the cup the Father has given me?"
Then the detachment of soldiers with its commander and the Jewish officials arrested Jesus. They bound him and brought him first to Annas, who was the father-in-law of Caiaphas, the high priest that year. Caiaphas was one who had advised the Jews that it would be good if one man died for the people. Okay. Simon Peter and another disciple were following Jesus, because this disciple was known to the high priest. He went with Jesus into the high priest's courtyard, but Peter had to wait outside at the door. The other disciple, who was known to the high priest, came back, spoke to the girl on duty there, and brought Peter in. "You are not one of his disciples, are you?" the girl at the door asked Peter. He replied, "I am not." It was cold, and the servants' officials stood around a fire they had made to keep warm. Peter also was standing with them, warming himself.
Meanwhile, the high priest questioned Jesus about his disciples and his teaching. "I have spoken openly to the world," Jesus replied. "I always taught in synagogues or at the temple, where all the Jews come together. I said nothing in secret. Why question me? Ask those who heard me. Surely they know what I said." When Jesus said this, one of the officials nearby struck him in the face. "Is this the way you answer the high priest?" he demanded. "If I said something wrong," Jesus replied, "testify as to what is wrong. But if I spoke the truth, why did you strike me?" Then Annas sent him, still bound, to Caiaphas, the high priest.
As Simon Peter stood warming himself, he was asked, "You are not one of his disciples, are you?" He denied it, saying, "I am not." One of the high priest's servants, a relative of the man whose ear Peter had cut off, challenged him. Didn't I see you with him in the olive grove? Again, Peter denied it, and at that moment, the rooster began to crow. Mm-hmm.
Then the Jews led Jesus from Caiaphas to the palace of the Roman governor. By now it was early morning, and to avoid ceremonial uncleanliness, the Jews did not enter the palace. They wanted to be able to eat the Passover. So Pilate came out to them and asked, "What charges are you bringing against this man? If he were not a criminal," they replied, "we would not have." Sorry, I got a sneeze coming on. "If he were not a criminal," they replied, "we would not have handed him over to you." Pilate said, "Take him yourselves and judge him by your own laws. But we have no right to execute anyone." The Jews objected. "This happens so that the words Jesus had spoken, indicating the kind of death he was going to die, would be fulfilled." Pilate then went back inside the palace, summoned Jesus, and asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" "Is that your own idea?" Jesus asked, "or did others talk to you about me?" "Am I a Jew?" Pilate replied. "It was your people and your chief priests who handed you over to me. What is it you have done?" Jesus said, "My kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest by the Jews. But now my kingdom is from another place." "You are a king then," said Pilate. Jesus answered, "You are right in saying I am a king. In fact, for this reason I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone on this side of truth listens to me." "What is truth?" Pilate asked. With this, he went out again to the Jews and said, "I find no basis for a charge against him. But it is your custom for me to release to you one prisoner at the time of Passover. Do you want me to release the king of the Jews?" They shouted back, "No, not him. Give us Barabbas." Now Barabbas had taken part in a rebellion.
You want to keep going, or do you want to?
I think let's hold off.
That's what I'm thinking. A little snippy.
I thought for sure I was going to just...
That is a great verse. Definitely. "What is truth?" Pilate asked. With this, he went out again to the Jews and said, "I find no basis for a charge against him."
What is truth? People are still asking that question today.
It's their truth.
Exactly.
I mean, there's truth, and then what people believe to be true.
Exactly.
We've got to test the truth.
And this is the only way to test the truth.
Oops. almost lost it. Got somebody texting.
Actually, it's who we stayed with.
Yeah, it's Mike asking some questions.
Yeah, so we're going to wrap up there for this evening. But yeah, what a great week! What a great couple days it was. So, but again, if you have prayer requests, you could leave them in the comments below, or reach out to us directly via email. Our email is out there pretty much everywhere, and we'll definitely pray for y'all, and we do appreciate knowing that y'all pray for us too. It is the best thing we could do for each other, especially in these times.
Yeah, you pray for us, we'll pray for you. Yeah, and we won't have a lamb workshop coming up soon, but we probably will. In the next week have chicken processing. We're going to figure out a date for that, and we'll get that info out there if you want to be part of that.
And there's also, we met two guys that are also pretty close to us. They're like right over here in Greenville.
Oh, they were from Greenville?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Well,
that,
then they might join us.
yeah.
We will say a prayer on that
Yes,
for Chris.
yes. All right, and I've got some other editing to do. We'll hopefully get a video out tomorrow. I forget what it was about.
Before the homesteading one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's before the homesteading. I don't know.
All right.
No. Yeah, I do know what it was about. I figured it out.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna cut it here. So I think I'll say, take care now.
All right. We'll see you. God bless.